Hey everybody, I am Surbhi and you are watching Key Differences. In this video, I am going to discuss the differences between private company and public company. So friends, what are we waiting for? Let's get started. So first of all, we are going to understand what is company. A company is a voluntary association of persons which is set up with the aim of attaining common objectives. It is a separate legal enterprise, that is, in the eyes of law, the company and its members are different personalities. Further, it has a perpetual succession, common seal, capacity to sue and be sued, and capital that is divided into a number of transferable shares. Further, there are two types of companies, that is, private company and public company. So private company is a company that is registered under the Companies Act 2013 or any other previous acts, but it is not listed on a stock exchange. This means its shares are privately held by the members concerned and not traded publicly. Hence, it cannot invite public to subscribe for its shares. Further, there is a restriction on the transfer of shares by the members. In addition, the liability of the members is limited to the extent of shares held by them. Now we are going to discuss the basic requirements for registration of a private company. At least 2 adults are required to act as a director of the company. It can have a maximum of 15 directors. At least one director has to be Indian citizen and resident, while the others can be foreign nationals. Two persons must act as the shareholder of the company. Moving on to the public limited company. A joint stock company that is created and incorporated under the Companies Act 2013 or any other acts being in force previously is a public limited company or PLC. It is listed on a recognized stock exchange. That means its shares are traded publicly in the market, as well as it is authorized to invite public for subscribing its shares. Further, there is no restriction on the transfer of shares by the members. The basic incorporation requirements of a public company are: at least 3 directors are required to form a public company. Moreover, there should be a minimum of 7 shareholders. If self-attested copies of identity proof and address proof are submitted, a digital signature certificate of any one director is required. Director identification number is a must. Further, an application containing the object clause of the company is to be made. Moving on to the difference between private company and public company. A private limited company is a company that is not listed on a stock exchange because its stock is held privately by the members. On the other hand, a public limited company is a company that is listed on a recognized stock exchange and its securities are traded publicly in an open market. Next, minimum members. To form a private limited company, a minimum of 2 members are required, whereas in the case of a public limited company, at least 7 members must be there for its formation. Next, maximum members. A private limited company can have a maximum of 200 members, except in the case of one person company where there is only one member. In contrast, in a public limited company, there can be unlimited members. Further, at least 2 adults who act as a director are required at the time of incorporation of a private limited company, as against a minimum of 3 directors is required in the case of public limited company for its incorporation. Next, articles of association. A private limited company has to frame its own articles of association. Conversely, a public limited company can choose between framing its own articles of association or adopting Table F. Next, IPO. A private limited company is strictly prohibited from inviting public to subscribe for its shares or debentures, whereas a public limited company can go for public subscription to raise capital through an IPO. Next, minimum subscription. A private company can allot shares even when it has not received minimum subscription. Oppositely, a public company is restricted from allotting shares to the public unless minimum subscription stated in the prospectus is received. Next, certificate. A private limited company can start its business just after receiving the certificate of incorporation, whereas a public company needs a certificate of commencement of business along with the certificate of incorporation to commence business. Next, retirement of directors. The directors of a private company are not required to retire by rotation, they can be permanent. Conversely, 2/3 of the total number of directors of a public company must retire by rotation. Next, AGM, that is Annual General Meeting. Talking about the place of holding AGM, in case of a private company, AGM can be held anywhere, whereas in the case of public company, AGM can be held at the registered office of the company or any other place within the city, village or town where the registered office is situated. So friends, this brings me to the end of this lesson. I hope the concept of public company and private company is clear to you now. However, if you want to study the topic further in detail, you can visit our official website, that is keydifferences.com. Here you can find a detailed comparison of private limited company and public limited company along with their definitions. Links are also provided in the description box below. So friends, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please do give it a thumbs up and share it with other people. Also, if you are new to this channel and wanna get more such useful videos, consider subscribing the channel and also hit the notification bell next to the subscribe button so that you are notified every time whenever a new video is uploaded on this channel. And if you have any queries or feedback for me, feel free to leave in the comment section below. Until next time, this is me Surbhi signing off.